I want to talk to somebody today who thought their story was over. Somebody who looked at their life and said, it's too late for me. I've done too much. I've lost too much. I've been gone too long. But I came to tell you, God writes the last chapter. Not the enemy, not your past, not your mistakes. God, and he wasn't done with you yet. From everything that mattered, left my family standing in the rain, chased every lie the world kept putting in front of me, traded everything I love for temporary gain. 10 years deep and nothing left to show for it. Hollow man sleeping in a hollow life. Called my mama from a payphone on a Thursday. First time in years, she answered on the first try. She said, baby, I've been praying every morning. Said your name before I said my own. Said no matter what you've done or where you've been, there's still a place for you, there's still a way back home. And something in those words just broke me open, like a dam that had been holding back the flood. I pulled over on the side of that highway and I cried out to a God I never trusted enough.
He wasn't done with me yet.
When I thought the final page was written,
He wasn't done with me yet.
when the enemy said finish, he said listen.
Grace found me at my lowest.
Mercy called me by my name.
I was running out of chances,
But he wasn't done, he wasn't done, he wasn't done.
with me yet.
Hey, drove straight home that night, first time in a decade. Knocked on a door I didn't know if I could face. My daughter opened it, she was 10 years old. Looked just like her mama,
Same eyes.
same grace. I fell down on my knees right there on that porch. Didn't have a speech, didn't have a plan. She put a little hand on top of my head and said, Daddy, God told me you were coming back. I don't know how a child holds that kind of faith when a grown man spent 10 years throwing his away. But that little hand was the hand of God reaching, pulling me up from the grave I made. He didn't wait for me to have it all together. He didn't need me cleaned up to show his grace. He met me on the highway, met me on the porch. He met me in the wreckage of the life I'd made.
He wasn't done with me yet.
When I thought the final page was written,
He wasn't done with me yet.
when the enemy said finish, he said listen.
Grace found me at my lowest.
Mercy called me by my name.
I was running out of chances,
But he wasn't done, he wasn't done, he wasn't done
with me yet.
There's a father in this room who left. There's a son who lost his way. There's a woman who gave up on herself. There's someone who stopped believing yesterday. But the God who left the 99 to find the one who wandered off alone is the same God who has been tracking you through every broken road to bring you home. He sees you, he knows you, he hasn't forgotten your name. His arms are open wide right now, and nothing is too hard for him. Jeremiah 32:27. Somebody came back from the edge.
He wasn't done.
Somebody's family got restored.
Came back.
He wasn't done.
He wasn't done.
Somebody hit a rock bottom.
Came back.
He wasn't done.
He wasn't done.
Somebody's still breathing. He ain't done yet. Yeah. He wasn't
Done with me yet.
when I thought the final page was written.
He wasn't done with me yet.
When the enemy said finish, he said listen.
Grace found me at my lowest.
Mercy called me by my name.
I was running out of chances,
But he wasn't done. He wasn't done. He wasn't done. with me yet. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah
29:11.
He wasn't
Done with me.
He wasn't done.
He wasn't done.
He's not done with you.
There is a woman somewhere tonight who has survived things she never talks about. She survived the abuse. She survived the addiction. She survived the night. She almost didn't make it through. She rebuilt herself from the ground up with nobody watching and nobody clapping, and she is still here. That is not an accident. That is the hand of God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, 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 hey. I grew up in a house full of secrets, where love had another name and it left a mark. By the time I found my way out of that darkness, I had learned to make a home inside my scars. Oh, I married young, trying to find what I was missing. Thought another person could fix what was broken in me. 7 years of walking on eggshells in my own house before I found the courage just to leave. Hey, I packed one bag, took my babies in the nighttime, drove to my sister's house at 3:30, sat in her driveway crying, Lord, what now? And I heard him say, daughter, you are free. I didn't feel free, I felt terrified. I didn't feel strong, I felt like I had nothing left. But something in that still small voice kept calling, so I took one breath and then another breath. I'm still here. I'm still here. After everything that tried to take me out, I'm still here. I'm still here. Still standing, still breathing, still without a doubt. The enemy came for me in the darkness, tried to write an ending to my story, but God blocked every weapon, spoke over every valley, and I'm still here. I'm still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. Hey. Started over at 38 with nothing. 2 kids, 1 bedroom, and a prayer. People looked at me like I had lost my senses, starting fresh like I still had something left to spare. But I went back to school, sat in rooms half the age of everyone around me. Got my hands shaking, signing loans I wasn't sure of, but I told fear that it no longer owned me. 5 years later, standing in my own house, watching my babies thrive and seeing them grow. I look back at that driveway at 3 in the morning, and I thank God for the courage He gave me to go. Every door He closed, He opened up another. Every night I cried, He counted every tear. Every time I thought that I had hit the bottom, He reached in and met me right down there. I'm still here. I'm still here. After everything that tried to take me out, I'm still here. I'm still here. Still standing, still breathing, still without a doubt. The enemy came for me in the darkness, tried to write an ending to my story, but God blocked every weapon, spoke over every valley, and I'm still here. Still here. Maybe you are sitting in that driveway right now. Maybe you are at the bottom of something you don't know how to name. Maybe you have survived things that would have broken someone else, and you wonder why you're even still standing. I'll tell you why. Because God is not with you, because the plans he has for you require you to still be here. Jeremiah 29:11, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. He didn't save you just to let you fall. Every scar you carry has a purpose. He was writing your testimony all along.
Somebody survived the abuse.
Still here.
Somebody left.
And started over.
Still here.
Somebody raised their children alone.
Still here.
Somebody almost gave up. Say, I'm still here.
Still here.
I'm still here.
After everything that tried to take me out,
I'm still here. I'm still here. Still standing.
still breathing, still without a doubt.
The enemy came for me.
In the darkness,
Tried to write an ending to my story, but God blocked every weapon.
spoke over every valley.
And I'm still
Still here.
oh, still here. Still here. The Lord himself goes before you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:8. I'm still here
I'm still here.
because he never left.
Still here.
Still here.
I'm still here.
We didn't come here tonight to pretend we had it all together.
We came here to tell the truth.
The truth is, there were nights we didn't think we'd survive.
Nights the enemy whispered.
It was over,
Nights we believed him.
but God kept us.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah. Hey, I was the man who had the answers for everybody, but couldn't find the answers for myself. Preached faith on Sunday morning from the pulpit, then came home and put my Bible on the shelf. Lost my job, lost my pride right with it. A man without provision feels like less than a man. My wife was working, I was barely functioning. Couldn't look her in the eye, couldn't understand. I drove around for hours just to feel like I was moving. Parked outside of church one winter night. Got on my knees right there inside my vehicle and said, Lord, I need you to restore what's right. I didn't come to you cleaned up or confident. I came the only way that I knew how.
Broken.
And he met me in the parking lot that evening and spoke life into every word the enemy had spoke.
God kept us.
When we couldn't keep ourselves.
God kept us.
When we had nothing left on the
Through the
shelf.
shame and through the silence,
Through the pride we had to lay down.
We didn't hold it all together.
He held us.
God kept us.
God kept us.
God kept us.
God kept us.
I was the woman smiling through the struggle, telling everyone that we were doing fine, carrying the weight of what we wouldn't talk about, holding up a house that was crumbling inside. I watched my husband disappear into his silence. I prayed for him when words between us dried. I cried out, Lord, don't let this be the ending.
Don't let the enemy take what you designed.
Then one night he walked in from that parking lot, different in his eyes,
Lighter in his face.
He said, baby, I've been broken before God tonight. And I held him and I felt the shift of grace.
We didn't fix ourselves.
God fixed us.
We didn't save our home.
God saved our home.
What looked like it was finished,
Yeah.
God was just beginning. And he never left us once meant we were done.
But God was working in the in-between.
In every prayer I prayed beneath the sun,
He restored the years.
He healed the wounds.
He took two broken people
and made something beautiful.
He restores the years.
Where you go, I will go together.
Slow and powerful.
We will not give the enemy our story. We will not give the enemy our hope. Every weapon formed yet will not prosper because God kept us. God kept us.
We are not alone. Somebody's marriage looked finished.
God kept us.
Somebody lost everything.
God kept us.
Somebody was too ashamed to ask
God
for help.
kept us. If He kept us, He will keep you too. God kept us. When we couldn't keep ourselves. God kept us. When we had nothing left on the shelf. No shame, and through the silence, through the pride we had to lay down, we didn't hold it all together. He held us. God kept us. God kept us. God kept us. God kept us.
He who began a good work in you
We'll carry it on to completion.
will carry it on.
To completion.
God kept us.
He kept us.
He kept us.
Still keeping us.
Still here.
He kept us. God kept us.
Woo! They said I'd never amount to nothing. Grew up with that word over me like a roof. But God don't build with perfect material. He took a shepherd boy and made a king. He took a man in a prison cell and changed everything. Listen. Oh, yeah.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Listen.
Hey, yeah.
Born on the east side of a city that forgot us. Mama working doubles, daddy wasn't there. Got caught up in the streets by the time I was older. Looked in the mirror, didn't recognize what I become. But late one night in the back of a courtroom, waiting to hear what the judge was gonna say, something ancient moved inside me, and for the first time in years I didn't know how I prayed.
Lord, I don't know if you hear a man like me.
I don't know,
If I got enough faith left to believe.
but if you're real, if you're really real, do something with what's left of me.
Look what God did
Woo!
with my broken,
Look what He built.
out of my mess.
Everybody said,
I was too far gone.
but God said,
Not yet.
not
He
yet.
took the pieces,
Every shattered thing,
every scar,
every sin, every suffering,
and made something
nobody expected. Look what God did. Oh.
with my broken.
Hey, 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 hey. In that cell I found a Bible somebody left behind. Read it front to back 3 times in 6 months. Read about Joseph thrown in a pit by his brothers, locked up and forgotten. But God hadn't forgotten him. Got out.
Came back,
Different man, different walk. Had to face the son I left.
look him in his eyes.
Said I can't give you back the years I took from you, but I give you what I had.
Every day of this new life.
Lord, you didn't have to reach down this low. You didn't have to call my name out of that dark, but you did.
Lord, you did.
And I'll never be the same.
Look what God did with
designed to destroy me, God redesigned it for my destiny. Every wound became a window. Every prison became a pulpit. Every broken thing he picked up and called it beautiful, called it purposeful, called it testimony, called it mine.
Somebody came from something.
Look what God did.
Look what God did.
Somebody.
Everybody was written off.
Look what God did.
Look what God did.
Somebody.
For addiction.
Look what God did.
Look what God did.
Somebody.
Still got up.
Look what God did. Look what God did.
With my broken.
Look what he built.
Out of my mess.
Everybody said,
I was too far gone.
but God said,
Not yet.
not yet. He took the pieces, every shattered thing,
Every scar.
every sin,
Every sin.
every suffering.
And made something.
Nobody expected. Look what God did. With my broken, the Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Psalm 23:7, verse 3.
Look what God did.
Look what he did.
With my broken.
I need to talk to every woman who has held everything together while she herself was falling apart. Every woman who cooked dinner with a broken heart, who smiled at work and wept in the car, who prayed for everybody else and forgot to pray for herself, who kept going, not because she was strong, but because she had no choice. I see you, and more importantly, God saw you every single night. She raised 3 children in a 2-bedroom apartment, working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. Her husband left on a Tuesday without warning, packed a bag and took her confidence along. Oh, yeah. She sat in church with a Sunday smile on, gave her offering, sang every song, but drove home crying past the gas station, wondering, Lord, how long? She opened up her Bible on a Wednesday to a page she must have read 100 times, but this time something different happened. Isaiah 43 jumped up and met her eyes, and he said,
When you walk through the water,
I will be with you.
when you walk through the fire,
You won't burn.
I have called you by your name.
You are mine. And that woman closed the Bible and said, Lord, I hear you.
She prayed anyway.
Through the tears and the silence and the letting go,
She prayed anyway.
hey, when the answer was slow and the nights were long,
Cracked hands and a tired hallelujah.
she lifted up her voice and she held on.
Nobody saw it but the Father.
Nobody knows what it cost her, but heaven
Heard
every word. She prayed.
She prayed.
She prayed anyway. 6 months later came a letter from the doctor, said the lump they found was something serious now. She sat in that parking lot and couldn't move or breathe, and she heard a voice inside her say,
I've got you somehow.
she called her sister,
Called her pastor.
called the pastor,
Called the pastor.
called the women from a Thursday prayer group too. They laid their hands and went to war in the spirit, said, by your stripe,
She is healed and that's the truth.
3 surgeries later,
Standing in her kitchen.
hair grown back and glory on her face. get tired. I know you've been strong so long. You've forgotten what it feels like to rest. Not one prayer was wasted. Not one tear hit the ground. God collected every single one. Psalm 56. He saw you in that parking lot. He saw you on that bathroom floor. And he said, I will restore. I will give you beauty for those ashes. Isaiah 61:3.
Every prayer you prayed in secret,
God is answering in the open.
every seed you sowed in tears,
Is coming up, coming up, coming up. Somebody raise children alone.
she prayed anyway.
Hey, somebody fought cancer and won.
She prayed anyway.
Hey, somebody forgave what broke her.
She prayed anyway.
Hey, somebody still standing right now. Say she prayed anyway.
She prayed anyway.
Through the tears and the silence and the letting go.
She prayed anyway.
Hey, when the answer was slow and the nights were long.
Cracked hands and a tired hallelujah.
She lifted up her voice and she held on.
Nobody saw it,
But the Father, nobody knows what it cost her. But heaven heard every word she prayed.
she prayed.
She prayed anyway. Hey, 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 hey. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30, verse 5.
She prayed anyway.
And God answered. He always answers.
I want to talk to every couple that almost didn't make it.
Every family that was one moment away from falling apart
Every person who stood at the edge of giving up.
and chose to hold on one more day.
We made it through.
Not because we were strong enough, because God was faithful enough.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We were 23 and in love. Thought that love was gonna be enough. Didn't know that life would test us in the places we were weakest,
In the places we were up,
Lost a child before we ever held her. That kind of grief will split a house in two. We stopped talking,
started drifting.
two people drowning in the same room. I packed a bag on a Saturday evening, sat in my truck and stared at our front door. Said, Lord, I don't know how to fix this, but I can't walk away from what you gave me anymore. Something turned me around in that driveway.
something said,
Go back.
don't you leave.
So I walked back in and found her on her knees,
And we cried together.
and we started to believe.
We made it through, we made it through.
When the fire came, it didn't consume us.
We made it through, we made it through.
What the enemy meant to break,
God used it to renew us.
Through the grief and through the silence, through the nights we faced alone.
Look at us,
Still standing,
still together.
we made it through, we made it through. We made it through.
Then the diagnosis came in November. Doctor said the word I feared the most. He sat beside me, never left the building. Held my hand through every treatment, every dose. I watched him pray when he thought I was sleeping. Watched him hold it all together for our kids. I saw a man become somebody different, stronger than I ever knew he was.
3 years later, bell rung, cancer free.
Standing in that hallway, tears on both our faces.
He said, woman,
God was with us all along.
I said, baby.
He never left this place. We didn't survive because we had it figured out. We survived
We almost let the enemy win,
We almost gave the devil our story.
but grace found us in the wreckage.
Mercy called us by our name.
And everything that tried to break us,
Only drove us closer,
closer
closer
to the God who holds all things together.
Somebody's marriage is still standing.
We made it through.
We made it through. Somebody fought sickness together.
We made it through.
We made it through. Somebody lost a child and stayed.
We made it through.
We made it through. If God did it for us, He'll do it for you. We made it through. We made it through. When the fire came, it didn't consume us. We made it through. We made it through. What the enemy meant to break, God used it to renew us. Through the grief and through the silence, through the nights we faced alone. Look at us still standing,
Still together.
we made it through. We made it through.
We made it through.
We made it through. And we know
that all things work together
for good to them that love God.
for good.
To them that love God.
We made it through.
We made it through.
God kept us.
We made